Hi, I'm Joshua Weisel, and one of my many hobbies is cleaning and restoring sneakers. So for me, I really like cleaning shoes because it's almost therapeutic. You get a sense of accomplishment, you've achieved a goal. The cool thing is, for me, is I like finding cheap used shoes that no one really wants. They either donated them or they sold them to a thrift store because they didn't think they had any use for them anymore. And then just putting a little bit of time and effort into it. And that's when you get really that sense of accomplishment. For me, Air Jordan is more than just a shoe. And I love collecting Jordans because there's so much history that goes into the shoe. A lot of the times when you see a shoe on the shelf, it's not just a shoe. There's a piece of history behind it, and that's what I love. You have shoes like the Spizikes, where it is paying homage to Spike Lee, because back in the day, Spike Lee and Jordan used to run ads together that were iconic. So he has that custom shoe for him. It's got his face on the back of many of them, and it pays homage to that. Other shoes like the Air Jordan Chicago pays homage to the first ever Air Jordan, and the reason that we have Air Jordan shoes today was the Air Jordan 1, and it was the Chicago style because obviously Michael Jordan played for the Chicago Bulls. So you have that cool piece of history. There's the band breads, like the ones that I'm cleaning, and sometimes you get the high tops with an X on the back because he got in trouble for wearing those on the court because it didn't meet NBA standards. So they have what's called the band bread that has, an X on the back to show that he's not allowed to wear that on the court. So there's that part of history. Some other shoes out there is like the Space Jam 11s. That was when the Space Jam movie came out, and that's when the Jordan 11 was basically introduced to the public market. You also have shoes like the Air Jordan 5 Bel Air. There's several renditions of it. It's paying homage to when Will Smith in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air wore the Jordan 5 grapes, and they were iconic. He didn't put the laces in them. He wore them several different episodes, as well as other Air Jordan shoes. So that paid basically homage and respect to him because, part of history. He wore the shoes when the brand was just kind of up and coming and getting more and more popular back in the day. So when we're doing something like this, you want to get just a little container. You want to get a little container, and then you want your soft bristle brush, fill the container with water. You take a little bit of the shoe cleaner, and then you just dump it into the container like a couple drops. Dip your brush in, and I've already started scrubbing, but you can just see, you just kind of go back and forth like this. And you just want to make sure that you get every crevice, just because dirt and stuff like that usually kind of hides within the shoe. Take care of your items and you'll have them for a much longer period of time. It not only saves stuff from going into landfills, but it also saves you money. And that's why I love cleaning shoes. That's why I love collecting them used instead of brand new. Is you get a project, you feel fulfilled, doing a project like what I mentioned earlier, but it saves you money, and it's just honestly a cool hobby.